and the farmers relied on the government to give them directions. And that direction was through modern fertilizers, which greatly increased their harvests, but it wasn't until a few years later that they started witnessing the downside of these modern fertilizers. The farmers know they don't use chemicals on their own food. They use traditional ways, and the food tastes good, it's healthy. And many of the teas I was getting were of that type. But if you're growing commercially, it's a whole different situation. It's unbelievable to me that we can legally dump millions of tons of toxic, carcinogenic chemicals into our environment on our food, and yet it's totally legal. The food that is generated through factories and less organic means isn't really life-sustaining. It's produced because it's a business and because someone makes a profit from it. Real food has nothing to do with that aspect. We've lost the connection with food coming from the earth. There's so much that goes on in good, healthy soil. There's all these little microorganisms, and it's very important to feed the soil so that all this life can generate itself. The earth has been feeding itself through worms and composting for millions of years.
That's an egg capsule. So in about 3 or 4 days, that will hatch into maybe a dozen worms.
Worms are perhaps the most important link in the sustainability of life on the planet. They take plants and waste and refuse and turn it into one of nature's finest fertilizers. And the soil is what grows our food, is what grows life on the planet. And when the soil is killed, it kills everything else along with it.